The way that I hate living in a late stage capitalistic society is absolutely unending. Like, the amount of effort that it takes to keep just the bills pay is literally making me lose my mind, and I'm not even achieving my goal. The way that I can work 12 plus hours doing food delivery, which in my opinion is an essential job, especially now that we have a large amount of our population who has been partially disabled by a virus that nobody seemed to care about. On top of that, my ex-husband is literally my roommate, helping me split bills to keep a roof over our son's head. Yet between the two of us working full-time hours, actually technically overtime hours, cannot seem to manage to be able to earn enough money, let alone to save money or do maintenance on our vehicles or anything like that, but just to pay the bills. And if it's not bad enough that we still owe over $400 on rent that was due on the 1st, but living in the apartment complex that we live in, which is a low income apartment complex, like some of the lowest rent in all of Kalamazoo for an apartment complex, they add a $30 late fee every single day. I already can't pay the rent. You're adding $30 every single day. Like, by the time that I get my first paycheck from the part-time job that I just started working at, it's not going to be enough to cover the new bill that I have from the $30 late fees. On top of the fact that two incomes cannot properly run a small household, it's literally just me, my ex-husband, and our son. The state loves to just drop any benefits that me and my son receive without notifying us that we were supposed to re-up them. Like, I will get the letter saying, oh, it's time to, like, re-up your benefits, like, 2 weeks after they drop all of our benefits. And it's not like both of us have, like, low-income jobs. Like, doing food delivery, if I'm lucky, I do make $20+ an hour. I mean, there are some days where I just don't get good orders, but, like, I do make over minimum wage doing food delivery, like, not counting, like, gas and stuff. And my ex-husband makes, like, $20 an hour with mandatory overtime. Like, he gets paid well compared to, like, what the minimum wage is. But the cost of living is so high at this point that it's genuinely, like, my solution, the only solution that I've been able to come up with for this, because neither of us can seem to find jobs that pay better, is when I start school next semester, like when I go back to college, I have no choice to not only take grants and as many scholarships as I can get, but take out student loans so that I can catch us up on bills and give him the money that I owe him so that he can move out. Because, like, obviously as a Muslim woman, I don't want to be living with my ex-husband, who is not a religious person at all. But, like, that's the only way that I'm literally going to be able to survive. I literally have to choose between risking homelessness for me and my son, which, mind you, 2 years ago we were homeless, living either in my van or in homeless shelters, or I have to take out an exuberant amount of very predatory student loans just to survive. And just to put the icing on the cake, like, not only am I worried about within the next week trying to get together like $500-600 because the late fees on the rent, like, it's getting cold super fast, and my kid doesn't have a winter coat, doesn't have winter boots, like, doesn't have winter clothes, because everyone knows that it's not like toddlers can wear the same thing from the year before. Like, he was a 3T last year, and he's moving out of 5Ts this year. Like, I literally don't have the funds to prepare him for winter, let alone myself, because I don't have a winter coat either. And it sucks because I'm literally at the point where I'm working all the time. I'm sleeping like 3 to 4 hours a night because I'm doing deliveries all day into the evening. Then I'm going to my part-time job at night. In the morning, I wake up super early. I take my kid to daycare. I do the one thing for myself that I do, which is go to the gym. And that's just so that my bones don't fall apart. And then I'm working again. Like, I literally don't have time to do anything. Like, I literally have to schedule in time just to take a shower and brush my teeth, which is absolutely insane. The political climate is absolutely trash. No matter who I vote for this coming November, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. They're both going to do the same exact things. They're the same people, just wearing different colored suits. Like, and it sucks so much because it's like I get texts from my friends all the time, like, hey, why aren't you coming to Majlis? Like, we miss you. Like, you know, we haven't seen you at the Husseinia for prayer or anything like that. And it's like, I literally don't have time. Like, most of the time I end up praying in my van while I'm doing deliveries, or if I'm lucky and there's a customer that I know around prayer time that I'm doing a delivery to, they'll let me pray like in their driveway. Like, I'm absolutely lacking in time for my Quran studies. I'm lacking in my studies for Arabic. Like, I'm literally not having time to do anything other than breathe. Like, and even then, sometimes I don't have time to do that. And it just sucks because I feel like not only am I failing, like, as a Muslim, I'm failing as a mother, I'm failing as a person in society, as a friend, as everything, because it's like I literally cannot do anything anymore. And it really sucks because the one hobby outside of gym that I have is content creation on social media, and I don't even have time to do that. Like, the time that I take to live stream is just while I'm eating breakfast, and I always have to eat breakfast slowly because, like, I'll get a tummy ache if I rush through it. So that's the only opportunity I give myself to live stream. I don't have, like, the mindset to even come up with content or talk about anything anymore because I'm just so stressed and depressed and just exhausted from society. And people wonder why we have, like, a huge substance crisis, a huge depression crisis, a huge anxiety crisis, a huge pharmaceutical crisis, like a huge everything crisis. And it's literally because the world is falling apart. Like, we get dopamine wherever we can because it's like we can't survive. Like, our brains need something, and sometimes that's, you know, like drugs for some people, or like for me it's food, which really sucks because I'm trying really hard to be healthy. Like, for some people it's, you know, intimate acts, like whatever. Like, people are literally begging for dopamine wherever they can get it, like, because they just can't. Like, society has completely drained us. And on top of that, like, especially in America, like, we have to live with the fact that our entire government is just funding a now multi-country genocide, like, that has absolutely nothing to do with what we want as people. Literally no American citizens actually want this, and if they do, they don't have two brain cells to rub together to start a fire. I'm just so exhausted with everything, and I just can't understand, like, as a sane human being, I can't understand why. Like, I understand that, like, greed and corruption exists, but, like, I genuinely cannot wrap my head around the idea that as a politician, you can see all of the people in your districts, in your state, in your country suffering, and you think it's a good idea to just, like, here, let's just send some money to kill other people's civilians. Like, that's fine. Like, that's where the money needs to go, right? Like, a hurricane just absolutely destroyed half of the South, but, you know, let's go buy some more bombs. Who cares if people's rent gets paid? We got bombs to buy.